Welcome once again to Prismatics online class. In this class, we are still on the topic completing square method, case 2, when a is greater than 1. We always recall that our quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bs plus c equal to 0. In our previous class, we treated a case whereby a is equal to 1. But today, we are going to look at a case whereby a is greater than 1. How do we solve these questions? Now, question 2 says, solve the following quadratic equation using completing square method. A, 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. B, 2m squared minus m equal to 4. C, 2x squared plus 5s plus 1 equal to 0. D, a plus 1 over a minus 2 equal to 3a plus 1 over 2a minus 1. Now, in solving this question, there is difference between this equation and this equation. This equation now is called quadratic equation. Why this one is called quadratic expression? Any equation that is equal to 0 is called quadratic equation, but any equation that is not equal to 0 is called quadratic expression. So we are going to treat a case whereby a is greater than 1. That is, a may be 1, a may be 2, a may be 3, a may be 4, a may be 5, 6, 7, it depends. So today we are going to use completing square method to solve this equation. Solution A. Solution A. Let's solve the first one. The first one says 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. How do we do that? The first step of quadratic equation says shift the constant to the right hand side. That is, we have 2x squared plus 3x is equal to what? Plus 2. Is equal to what? Plus 2. Always remember that when negative cross the sign of equality, it will turn to what? Positive. Okay. Now, the second step say divide the both sides by the coefficient of what? X squared. That is 2x squared over 2 plus 3x over 2 is equal to 2 over 2. These two will cancel this. These two will also cancel this. We are left with what? X squared plus 3x over 2 is equal to 1. So what do we do again? Next step. Remember that this section, step 3 says what? Factor out the coefficient of s. And coefficient of s here is what? 3 over 2. Coefficient of s, a number that attached to a number is called a coefficient. Your mommy is a coefficient of your daddy, and your daddy is a coefficient of your mommy. So 3 over 2 is a coefficient of s, and s is a coefficient of what? 3 over 2. But the step 3 says factor out the coefficient of x, and the coefficient of s there is what? 3 over what? 2. Some books says bring out the coefficient of s. See the coefficient of s here. Multiply it by 1 over 2. This 1 over 2 is constant. Multiply it by 1 over 2. Third statement says square them. This is the square. This time this because brackets say do me first. 3 times 1 will give us 3. 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. So all squared. So now the steps say bring out the coefficient of x, multiply it by 1 over 2, comma, square it, and add the result to the both side of the equation. See the result. So what we have now is x squared plus 3 over 2x plus 3 over 4 all square is equal to what? 1 plus what? 3 over 4 all square. Now what do we do again? Next step. We need to bring out the what? The perfect square of the left hand side. From here to here is called left hand side, or from here to here is called left hand side. Why from here to here is called right hand side? So we bring out the perfect square of the what? The left hand side, and the perfect square is those number with what? Square are called the perfect square here. So that is x plus 3 over 4 all square is equal to 1 plus, and we expand this, that is 3 over 4 multiplied by 3 over 4. Remember that 2 raised to power 2 means 2 times 2. So that is the reason why we expand it like that. So now finally we have x plus 3 over 4 all square is equal to what? 1 plus 3 times 3 will give us 9 all over what? 16. And that is what we have. That is what we have. So what do we do again? From this place, we need to have that x squared plus 3 over 4 all squared is equal to, find the LCM of this side. LCM is what? 16. 16 go to 1. 1 times 16 is 16 plus 16 go to 16. 1 times 9 will give us 9. Or you can say this times this plus this times this over this times this. You can have it as this times this plus this times this over this times this. That's the shortcut. This times this plus this times this over this times this. So anyone can serve. So finally, what do we have? Let's continue here. Okay. What do we have? We now have that x plus 3 over 4 all squared is equal to 16 plus 9 will give us 25 over 16. Now what do? We want to remove this square, so we need to square root the both side. So we have to square root the both side of the equation. X plus 3 over 4 all squared is equal to plus or minus, because it is a quadratic equation. It attracts plus or minus 25 over 16. This square it is both of them. So how do we do it? Okay, now we have that this square root will cancel this square. We have that x plus 3 over 4 is equal to plus or minus square root of 25 is what? 5. Square root of 16 is what? 4. Now what do we do here? Make s the subject of the formula, which is equal to this plus 3 over 4. We cross the sign of only to give us what? Minus 3 over 4 plus or minus 5 over 4. Okay. Next, what do we do again? X is equal to what? Minus 3 over 4 plus 5 over 4. Or s equal to minus 3 minus 3 over 4 minus 8 over 4. Finally, we have that s is equal to minus 3 plus 5 over 4, or minus 3 minus 8 over 4. So what do we have here? S is equal to, you own somebody 3 naira and you have 5 naira. When you pay the person remainder, what? 2 naira, 2 over 4. 2 over 4. Or minus 8 to this will give us what? This to this will give us, this is 5, sorry, 5. Minus 5 over 4. So minus 3 minus 5 will give us what? Minus 8 over 4. Finally, our x is equal to, this cancel 1 over 2, or s equals to what? Minus 2. So 1 over 2 and minus 2 are the solution to this quadratic equation using completing square method whenever a is greater than 1, and that is how to solve it. So always remember condition when a is greater than 1 and when a is what? Equal to 1. So today you still this, go back to this question, solution B, solve it. Solution B, solution C, solution D, solve it by yourself. that solution D, you can have it like this, that a plus 1 over a minus 2 is equal to 3a plus 1 over 2a minus what? 1. What do? You do cross multiply. A plus 1 multiplied by 2a minus 1 or equal to what? A minus 2 multiplied by what? 3a plus 1. So also when you expand it, you collect like term. It will form now quadratic equation. You now use what? Completing square method to resolve it. Please try the equation and drop your solution at the comment section. Thank you. God bless you. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Prismatis Online Class. Bye.